Good morning. Welcome to Fantasy Island, where everything is my way. So, today we have a long live for you guys because originally it was just going to be episode 4 through 8 for Kita. Who the fuck did I work for, right? But then I watched Lucky's live. So, Lucky Marie, she had a live yesterday. Let me show y'all. Last night, and she ended up having the guy that exposed Kittie, the guy that put the whole clip of her eating ass or whatever, where she likes to get peed on. He resurfaced that clip and he was on there on Lucky's Live. So now we're gonna watch that and we're gonna watch Kita's Kuda that I work for. So we got a nice long live. Get comfortable because this is insane. Watch this. So let's start out. I'll start out with Kita's live first, her clips, because I put all of them together. I'll start out there. Hey, you guys. Hey, sissy. This is a sissy who always sending me the Drake stuff. I'll be commenting. This is my sissy. Be cool. But you guys, this is the one I'm going to start with. I'm going to start with Kita's while people are coming in.
And pop goes the bad bitch. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on where you are from. Thank you for watching episode 4, season 1 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? A lot of you don't like that there be smoke in my videos, but I'm unemployed. To everybody that has reached out to me, asked me if my mental is okay, asked me if I'm good, I really do appreciate you. I seen some comments saying like she's playing the victim. She acts like a victim. I'm not a victim. I don't even want to call myself a victim. I trusted a man with taco meat on his face. That man has a taco meat beard. That is the makings of a shiesty fella. Ladies, if your boyfriend has taco meat on his face, he's going to mess you up. Listen to me. I can speak from experience. And that reminds me, a lot of you were saying, well, I wouldn't listen to such and such, or I wouldn't listen to such and such. Listen, it didn't start off a panel. It was first a conversation. So season 1 was me, Rico, Mojo, Jojo. Y'all, let's take a poll, guys. Do you like Mojo, Jojo? Or do you like taco meat beard man? So I know I mentioned in my story on Instagram that he used to say things like, you're not going to be aesthetically pleasing, or are you working on your weight, Kita? And that this is what
Okay, Kita, are you working on your weight, Kita? So I haven't seen Kita thick. I haven't seen thick Kita. I've seen Kita like she is right now. So realistically, honestly, if we are looking at the panel and most women are looking like Kita's looking now, and she's the only one looking like thick Kita, she's gonna look like the fat friend. Even if she's not the fat friend, she's gonna look like the fat friend. So I think that's him trying to look out for you. Hey, you want to work on yourself so you don't look like the fat friend? That's personally where I'm getting from this. That's what I'm getting from this. It looks like she was heavy. Even in that picture she showed originally with Rico, her ass was sitting heavy, right? So she had a dump back there, but she just looked like the bigger girl. So yeah, I think they're trying to look out for you by saying, "Hey, you working on yourself, Kita? You in the gym, Kita? Because the camera adds weight, and you don't want to look like the fat friend. It's just being."
this is what I look like when I met him, but who was ugly? Also, taco meat on your face. Now, Rico was the first villain. He came in to not only be a part of the podcast, but like help direct the podcast. So one day we were shooting, and I guess we all found out that Rico didn't appreciate being talked to a certain way, and also just it was bad. It was explosive. Now Mojo Jojo said in one of his lives that I think that he had hired 100 cast members. There's been so many cast members in and out of his house. That was the guest cast. That wasn't core cast. Core cast stayed the same every freaking day. So we're sitting in his basement and we're all having a conversation about I just don't know what. But Mojo Jojo and Rico get into it back and forth and back and forth. Rico doesn't like how he's being spoken to, so he says something along the lines of "Shut up, I'll beat your ass in your own house," something like that. I don't know. Allegedly, it's not verbatim. And then Mojo Jojo said, "Use your words." At that moment, I was so excited. I was like, "Oh my gosh, hit him!"
Why are we like this? Why was she excited to talk about someone hitting him? First of all, she she perfectly curated these pictures. Where did she get this picture from? Did she go to his Instagram and just snip this Rico picture? Because where did it go? Why did she have to use this one, right? I mean, I've never seen him with his shirt off until now, but he was always an attractive guy. Like his face was very handsome. So you can assume that they look okay underneath the clothes. But damn, Kita, just saying.
Hit him! But he didn't. He acted very professionally. We didn't see Rico again. And I think that's when we saw him, I guess, one or two straggling shows, but Rico didn't need the money. So we didn't see Rico again. But I think that's when I found.
Yeah, cynical. Maybe he gave it to her. Maybe he was like, "Oh, you about to talk about me? Use this picture." I ain't mad. I ain't mad at the picture. It's a nice picture. I'm just wondering where she got this from. Because when I seen him, all the clips I've seen of him, he has been fully clothed. He has been trying to seem very professional, right? This is like somebody at the gym showing off their gains. I'm just being real. So I'm just saying he may have gave it to her, but cute.
Out that when you do stand up for yourself, I mean, you didn't have, he didn't have to say, but when you do challenge him, you're gonna get fired. It's gonna be your last day, bud. And sure, I could have quit at that moment. I could have said, "Oh, you can't challenge him. If you challenge him, it's going to be a problem." But I did not because I enjoyed the people that I worked with. I was making good money. And I didn't want to quit my job. Would you quit your job if you found out that your boss was a. What's crazy is along the years, a lot of people have been using words like narcissist and diagnosing everyone around them. But when you actually see a narcissist, do you know what to look for? A lot of you think that I am bullying our friend Kit Kat, but I'm not. I truly believe she's a female narcissist. And no, I'm not a doctor. But I think when you blindly believe and follow whoever, including myself, you don't do victims justice. People that didn't deserve whatever happened to them. So please think about that because these men, and there are a lot of men. So many. There's so it's raining men. So a gentleman reached out and said that he dated Kittie, the, relationship expert. So I'm sure the relationship was healthy and loving and progressive. Well, he said that he was cheating on her, right? Which no woman wants. So I want to be fair and tell all the facts. But the woman just reached out, I guess the girl that he cheated with, and it says Kittie did try to kill him that night. It was because I had butt dialed him. Around that time, he had been messing with both me and her. She found out. Then shit got ugly. That girl used to cyber stalk me. She found out where I lived. She used to go live and talk about me and him over her FB and TikTok. It was a whole shit show. So she's saying she butt dialed him. And because of that, Kittie was on the phone. She heard. They began to fight. Now, that's what you heard in part 3.
Did she butt dial him? Or did she do like they do in the movies where they accidentally drunk call and they trying to see if a girl pick up? Did she butt dial him for real? Because it seems messy. It seems very, very messy.
They began to fight. The car got damaged. Shots went off. She used his own gun to shoot at him. All because of a butt dial. Now, of course, the story is going to get deeper, and I'm invested. Are you?
I'm invested too, Kita. I need to know. Okay. So I think that was the end of part 4. And now, yeah, outfit change. That means it's a new one. So this is part 5 now.
Hello, and thank you for watching episode 5, season 1 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? Now, see, I would love to keep the storyline in order, but your faves keep getting on lives, forcing people to be uncomfortable and look at them and talking about some shit that don't even matter. So I thought to react to the live. I have to watch it here because I'm blocked.
Numbers don't lie, sir. You right. You don't know them. You don't know the numbers. You ain't did the education, Slay. You ain't did the education, Slay. You ain't did the education. You don't know the numbers. Matter of fact, I do. You ain't did the education. You guys, like, I love y'all, man. And honestly, I hope at some point in your life, and a lot of you guys are there.
Look at Mandy. Some point in your life, y'all don't know the numbers. To the point where,
you know, excluding the people that are already there. Right?
I ain't followed her today.
But when you get to the point where you're doing,
no, thank you.
Organizing a national tour, self-funded,
from money you stole,
self-promoted,
using our pixels.
You know what I'm saying?
Self.
He said self-funded, and she said from money you stole. Stole. Now he's stealing.
Self. Yikes.
You'll have a better perspective.
Then give us that perspective.
There's promoters all over the country that'll listen to me talk and understand everything that I'm saying.
We understand you. We just don't believe you.
I'm not trying to go back and forth.
So let's get to one of the ways he had me messed up. He likes to show the P&L sheet. Everybody was talking about the P&L sheet. You know, Kittie was like, I saw the P&L sheet. We've all got sent P&L sheets. They don't have any information on them, and they're doctored because guess who creates the P&L sheets? Okay. We've never gotten any information on how much the tour, the app, the clips, the YouTube, the anything have ever made. We've never gotten information on it. The only time we can piece information together is when he's bragging. I got big money. I wipe my ass with 50,000. I make $500,000 a weekend. That's the only time we can kind of say, hey, because I remember something wasn't right with my money, though. And speaking of that, let's talk about it. So at May, you know, me and my ex been broken up for a couple weeks. Cordial, everything's fine, but I'm waiting for my paychecks, and I'm like, what's going on? Because a lot of y'all were saying, well, why was he your manager? He wasn't my manager, but Ace didn't like talking to women. So JT was Randy's.
Pause. Y'all heard that? Ace didn't like talking to women. Isn't he the panda bear? Like, am I missing something? Ain't he the one that is the voice to the women? I understand you women. We can get on the same page because I understand where you coming from. Isn't he that guy? What are you talking about? He don't like talking to women. And he has to talk to your boyfriend? Is he on the show? Am I missing something? Like, this man has fuck all to do with your show. Fuck all to do with the professional side of this. So why do you need to speak to their man in order to have a conversation? Oh, okay. I will say sometimes people do that so that they can have this buffer between, so people can't say he tried me and he tried to offer me this for that quid pro quo type situation. So sometimes people will try to have a buffer between them and the woman if it's a man and a woman relationship because they don't want any Me Too's coming out. I get it. I get it. I'm not a man, so I won't experience it, but I get it. You want to have that buffer because you don't want anything coming out saying you tried anything. Fine.
Randy's husband, Carlos, is Kittie's. Well, they said she might not be married. That'll be on the next. I don't know if I tell you what. I'm just dizzy. Carlos, and then there was Kel, my boyfriend, but he wanted to speak to a man because he said that women don't quite get it. They don't quite get it, and it's easier to talk to the men, even if the men don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So you
pause. See, I thought it was a buffer because he didn't want any Me Too's, but you just saying you don't want to talk to women because we don't understand. All right, Ace.
Usually we just send them off to have the conversation and then get the information conveyed, right? So they never talked about this, not to me. That's why it was done behind my back. And apparently after I signed the contract, he changed things up to where we had to buy our own plane tickets. We had to buy our own hotels, and there were no more rental cars. All that used to be given to us, now it was taken away. So he was like, what we can do, I guess to him, to Kel, was what we can do is make a deal to give you in advance so that you can pay for these things, and then we'll just take it from her shows in the back end. Okay, even if that was the case, even if I would have been okay with some dumb shit like that, and I absolutely wouldn't have, because why am I paying to work? Is this 12 years of slavery?
Okay, so I hear her side of things. They wanted her to come out of pocket for it, but I did listen to Ace's side. And Ace is saying that he gave them the money that he was going to pay them, the flight and the everything you need was in the hotel stays. All of that was a part of what he paid lump sum. So if you agreed to this number, you agreed to that number, including you booking your own flight, you booking your own room from the money that you got. Which I could see, like, okay, if you're used to seeing a certain number and you're used to them paying for everything else, you're like, oh, this number looks fine to me. This number looks fine to me. But then if you didn't realize there was a change up, then you're like, wait a minute. I didn't pay for this flight. Why you ain't pay for the flight? Why you ain't pay for this? Why you ain't pay for that? So I get it on both sides, I think. Like, he didn't want to have to keep booking these adults' flights. He didn't want a situation with Six the Goddess because Six was saying that she was too tall for her seat. She could barely fit in there. He didn't want a situation like that to keep happening, I guess. So he decided he was going to let them book their own flights. I just feel like that makes sense. But what was the number? How much did you give them for their flights and for their hotels and all this other stuff when you could have booked them all together and got like a group discount a lot of times because you have a large number of people? It could have been a group discount, but now you're booking them, letting them book separately. How much did you give them?
Even if I would have been okay with some dumb shit like that, why send it to his personal bank account? All the money has been sent to my bank account. Would it be because when I checked my bank account, I'd have been like, what's this for? So his manager writes back and says that attaches a promissory note. The promissory note isn't signed. The promissory note just basically says, I promise to pay, but it isn't signed. No one freaking signed it, not even the ex. So who promised to pay you?
That ain't gonna hold up in court. It ain't signed. If you haven't agreed to it in written signature, you can say they verbally agreed. You can try to walk that line. But if you have a contract out that you're trying to show and it isn't signed, that ain't gonna hold up in court. You can't push that. They're gonna say, sir, you wrote this. Yeah, we see, but no one agreed to this because the signature tells that you agreed to this. This isn't that.
Every time you ask about the money, it's we're going bankrupt, we don't have it, I'm losing, I'm redlined. Every time you say, well, I'm sorry, you're having money issues, it's I'm not having money issues, I got big money. So you never quite know. That's why he was shaking and flailing. Also, I'd like to talk about the public support.
Why'd you choose this picture, Ace? I know that y'all said the other guy, Rico, sent her the picture, maybe. But then why'd she choose this picture of Ace? He looked like a baby, and he looked like he trying to show off something. Little bird chest, I don't know. But she choosing the worst pictures.
Of my colleagues, right? The people that I've been on the pod with. I've never asked for public support. I never said, you better like this comment or say this or that. I stand alone because I can stand alone. I don't need anybody to say I left because of, or I believe her, or I had these kind of conversations. All I need people to do is when I'm lying, stop me. Contracts were changed out the blue. New changes couldn't happen so fast they couldn't be put on the contract. It just every single day was a mess of like, what? So yes, most of the time he did pay on time, with exceptions, as he stated. You can write the manager, complain, say this isn't right, wait, what's going on? All you're gonna get is a long, drawn out response that the same shit that he's gonna tell you, but long and drawn out with big words. Now, I still haven't gone over the fact that he called me several times to get a hold of my merch, right? He wanted my merch. He wanted to take control of it. Even though I said I already had a crew, I already had my situated, I did not need help. He called me every single day until I said, okay. I had a lot going on. My address had been leaked. There's a lot of, I found out my address was leaked. I was moving. I had a lot going on. So I said, okay. And I didn't even get to the part where he wouldn't give me my merch back unless I said thank you and bought a bottle of tequila. And he put it in an email and I thought he was joking, but little did I know he was not kidding at all. No longer see me on any of the platforms. Follow my YouTube.
Pause. Okay, that was the end of part 5. So she always ends us off on these cliffhangers. So he says, I will forgive you if you ask for forgiveness and send me a bottle of tequila. What is this? I don't even see them drinking on tonight's conversation for it to be, you got to send me a bottle of tequila. It ain't like Drink Champs. Why she got to send you some liquor? And who are you? What's happening? Let's see. This is part 6.
YouTube. That means Mojo Jojo 1. So there's a rumor that Mojo Jojo is smashing everybody on the cast, and I don't know where y'all came up with that. But I do know I did say he was dibbling and dabbling for show. Yeah, I know I said that. I got something on my shirt. So this is my very first tour. I'm getting to perform. I'm seeing new fans in new cities. I love this experience, but I'm starting to get irritated, and I'm telling K Love this. I'm starting to get irritated at Mojo Jojo and the things he would say on stage, especially like if you're in an otherwise healthy and happy marriage. And he decides to cheat on you, your husband decides to cheat on you, you shouldn't leave because otherwise, like, other than that, you were happy. Well, clearly we weren't happy because I'm getting cheated on. So that's the stuff that I would say that would make him very mad. And he would only show that after we got off stage. So then I realized, okay, I'm gonna have to censor myself because he's not gonna let me really express. So aside from all the women that, like, the fans that would sleep with Mojo Jojo, because this is when I found out that tour life means a lot of effing is going on. A lot of.
Ain't this the same as all the like the away games for ballers, and then even them going on tour in the music industry? They say when you're on tour, you're single. When you're away, you're single. Every time they get a chance to be away from their spouse, they act like they geo bachelors, like they just ain't got nobody. Nobody checking for them. Ain't nobody waiting for them to come home in their bed. So you single now? That is a mess. So she said he was sleeping with all the fans. So I guess he wasn't sleeping with all the cast, but he was sleeping with a lot of fans while he married. I feel for the wife.
Boot scooting boogieing. So aside from all the women that he would sleep with on tour, he would sleep with, his assistants. So I met one of his assistants that let me know that he get down. Got a couple kinks as well. I'm not shaming it, but it does involve throw up. So Kit Kat ain't the only one that just loves bodily functions.
What? What? Why? Why? I could have gone my whole life without knowing this is another kink. Like, okay, I heard about the defecating on them, the peeing on them. I heard that's what they do in Dubai. Now he got a throw up fetish. What is that? You want somebody throwing up on you? Why? That's disgusting. Like I'm not one of those. Oh, we ain't gonna shame. That is shameful. That is disgusting. Or you trying to throw up on me? Or what was that? Spit in your mouth? Oh my god, that's disgusting. Like all of it is just so it's gag worthy. Like if somebody ever tried to do that to me, I would be gagging. Why? Throwing up?
Bodily fluids, I meant. I'm sorry, I'm really frazzled by a lot of all this. I don't kink shame, but I don't think it's wrong to be kink surprised. Imagine a close friend being like, I just need to be pooped on.
That's what I am right now. I'm kink surprised. I'm shocked that these are even kinks. Once I find out, I'm like, ugh, I'm looking at people like, y'all are into some weird shit.
Every day I think about it, love it. So after every show, we like to go out and eat, celebrate. And I remember being in Dayton, Ohio.
Okay. Maybe that's it. Maybe they want to feel like a big man. So it was so big, I made her throw up. She couldn't take it all down her. I guess. I guess. That's the only way I could see that making any sense. Like, what the
And talking to his wife and basically telling them that they had amazing husbands because I seen them do their job and go home, and they really showed me that married men can absolutely be in front of a whole bunch of women that are open and ready to pop it up, to pop it out. They can see that and say, what I got at home is more precious, and go to their hotel room and not be frazzle dazzling in the lobby. And this is where I learned that cheating on your significant other or your spouse doesn't only hurt your significant other, but it really makes everybody around the situation feel uncomfortable. Because as I'm speaking to these ladies, his girl comes up and says, well, what about Mojo Jojo? You're saying he's faithful. What about him? So I would like to take a poll. If you knew that your boss was unfaithful and at the company Christmas party his wife asks you, what are you going to say? Are you going to tell her the truth, or are you going to say, yeah, he's absolutely faithful. He's just like the rest of them. He's doing good. Well, if your answer was not the latter one, because mine was, I looked at her right in her face and I was like, he is faithful. Yeah, he really loves.
Oh hell no. First of all, my face would have told on him. You would have known your man was cheating because I would have been like, "Ooh, girl, you can't, you can't, I can't keep it in. It's gonna show on my face. If you asking me flat out in my face, did this happen? And I know for a fact that there's no way you're not gonna be able to tell all over my face. So I might as well tell you, girl, I wasn't in the room, right? But I heard X, Y, and Z. You up here saying, oh, yeah, I told the girl that, yeah, he just like the other ones, he faithful like the other ones. That's why they come back and they mad at y'all a lot of times because you try to act like you're a girl's girl. You try to act like things are cool, things are sweet. But then when she came and flat out came to you as a woman, how you say you are a girl's girl, she came to you as a woman and said, hey, is my man fucking around on me? And you lied to her face. God, that is terrible. I know she looking at this now like, I asked this bitch and she gonna say, oh, well, it was my boss. So I felt like I had to lie. Girl, it's always an excuse for you doing the wrong thing and making the wrong choice. That's what I'm seeing. That is messed up. You lied to that girl face.
I didn't know what else to say. I did not want to lose my job. I was put in a very awkward situation. Me and that girlfriend weren't close then. Now we are, but we weren't close then. And I just.
Now we are. Girlfriend, I hope you watching. Just know she's only as loyal as her job lets her be. So don't be friends with her. She lied to your face when she could have been a girl's girl. She could have been a friend to you. She showed you she's not your friend. That is a red flag. I think that's crazy talking about some we are now. We ain't friends now, bitch. If I'm looking at this, I'm looking at you sideways.
Didn't know what to do, and that's when I realized how selfish. I didn't. He put me in this situation. Now,
Hey, Lucky. No, for real. My face is gonna tell. You're gonna know exactly what I know just from looking at my face. You want an answer? Look, pay attention to my face. You want to see it. Okay, so Jazz said it's not easy to break strangers' hearts, though. I get it, but she wasn't a stranger. She wasn't close to her, but she wasn't a stranger. She was close enough for them to be at this little side thing together and to talk and blah, 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 the Christmas party, and to be cordial with each other. She's not a stranger. And if she is a stranger, okay, fine. This is a stranger. I don't want to break her heart. She came to me to get her heart broken. She didn't come to me for me to lie to her. She asked me flat out what it was. Now, if she was like, girl, I don't even want to know, don't tell me. I'm not going to tell you shit. I don't have nothing to say to you. But if you're one of those, girl, if you knew, if I find out my man doing X, Y, and Z, I'm gonna be pissed, then I'm gonna tell you. I know it's not my place to tell you, but I'm still gonna tell you, girl. You know, you said you wanted to know. Here I am letting you know. I just can't do it. My face gonna tell anyway.
I might be wrong, but he put me in that situation. He didn't even have a type. He didn't even have a type. Some wheelchair, little hand. I'm not trying to be rude. It didn't matter. It didn't matter the disability. Not to say anybody was.
Whoa, I ain't got no type. Bad bitches is the only thing that I like. Okay, so he ain't got no type. He was sleeping with disabled people and just anybody. And that's what I was saying. These guys are like, oh yeah, we don't want these big women. You be fucking on them. You be telling them they look good and you be fucking on them. So why are you validating them with your penis, with your attention, if that's not what you want? You sending mixed signals. You're sending a signal like, oh, he may not feel comfortable letting his friends know, but he really do like this. I can tell when he's in it, he like this. That don't mean shit. He, girl, I would be so goddamn embarrassed if I were his wife or the girlfriend or whoever she was, because you just fucking on anything like a dog, and heat. You don't even have, he has a wife or a girlfriend at home. You're not lonely. She probably could have came on tour to see him. Like just for the visits, if he's gone for a while, she could have came to see him, had a nice little pop up. Hey, Daddy, I missed you. Energy, but no, he want to sleep with the new pussy. They always say that's better than any pussy is new pussy. So I guess
was like not able to function. I don't think he took advantage of anyone. They were able, but the disabled, they're able. You hear what I'm saying? The disabled is able. They get down. You hear what I'm saying? My fellow crash outs reporting for duty. A lot of you said, Kita, where's episode 7? Right? Where's episode 7? Because it was Sunday. I can't do that on the Lord's Day. Uh-oh! Looks like they're trying to take a real ninja down. It's funny, everybody's okay with peeing and throwing up until you talk about it, and now I'm doing something wrong. Okay. So I just want to make a couple of things clear before we start this episode, because I really want to thank all of you for reaching out again. Every time I open my DMs, I'm getting a lot of love, and I know that there's a lot of hate too, but let me show you what a leader is. A leader knows that hate's gonna come. So I'm checking my DMs and I see a DM from this guy, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, he's probably gonna say, sis, keep your head up, it's gonna be okay. Like most of the DMs. Only I was surprised. So as you can see in
y'all, let me go back a second, because this man he said a CEO, blah, 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 prostitute. What? Twilight Zone? What is happening? We are not OSHA. What the hell? That's just random as fuck. I was like reading his little about me. Prostitute. Okay, fine.
My DMs and I see a DM from this guy, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, he's probably gonna say, sis, keep your head up, it's gonna be okay. Like most of the DMs. Only I was surprised.
Yeah, I don't know what this bug is doing here. I guess she put that up there. I did not put that bug on there. That is fuck all to do with me. I did not do that. But she got this bug on the screen for whatever reason.
So as you can see in 2021, I said, what's up? And Calamar said, man, I got this skit for us to do. I know a lot of you are saying, wait, what does this have to do with the Tonight's Conversation podcast? This is a little bonus segment because I'm going to show you guys how I'm coming if you think that you can speak to me disrespectfully. I don't care that I'm pissing off y'all's kings and queens of pee-pee and doo-doo. It's not my concern, but it's also not your fight. So I'm thinking Calamar is cool, right? And so, because I said, what's up? He's like, man, I want to do this skit 2021. Fast forward to 2025, okay? I used to look at you like a smart businesswoman, but to find out you quit the radio for a podcast, girl, you dumb as fuck. K104 been around 20 years. You left stability for a funky ass podcast. You should know better.
The disrespect. Who the fuck is this guy? I can't stand when you are just you hit my DMs every once in a while to say I was funny or say, oh, that was cute or blah, 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 blah. And now all of a sudden you think you need to give me life advice. I don't need your life advice. I didn't even ask you. And you call her dumb as fuck. And you know she's a comedian too. Like, yeah, okay, I guess y'all comedians, so y'all can roast each other and you don't expect nothing back. But that is a very disrespectful DM, especially for someone you ain't talked to in years. That first one was from 2021. It was 4 years later. Now you feel comfortable coming back to call her dumb as fuck? For what? Sir, bye. I would have cussed him all the way out in the DMs. It wouldn't have been nothing sweet.
Thanks for the financial advice, Calamar. I'm really gonna use it next time. I'm going to give some advice now. Be careful for the people that find pleasure in your pain. Like when you tell somebody bad news and you see that their corners of their mouth are like going up because it's like, ooh, those people have been preying on you for a minute and they couldn't wait to let you know that you failed. A lot of you would like to know what happened with me on K104, and I didn't say anything. What? You mean you can leave a job and not say anything to anybody, even though thousands of people are asking you, where'd you go? Every day, even a year after? I can do that. This time I chose not to. So I used to work for the best radio show in Dallas, Dee in the Morning with Jay Cruz, Dee McGuire, JJ Williamson, Trey G, and yeah, it was a vibe. I said K104 wanted to pay me 50 and then wanted me to take a price cut. I made triple then, so. He's like, I mean, you gotta start somewhere. That should have went up. Lady J left with 500,000. You still my girl. I'm not your girl. We're not even friends. I didn't even respond.
Thank you. How quickly these people want to call you cool, say we friends, la la la. And meanwhile, they ain't acting like a friend. With friends like these, who the fuck needs enemies? You are not cool with me. I'm not your girl. You got the wrong bitch. See, this, we're gonna pause this and we're gonna go to this other friend on Lucky's show who decided he was gonna pop up because he knew Kittie and he's the one that released the video of Kittie sex talk that has everybody looking at her sideways. He was cool with Kittie too. Kittie, his girl too. Watch these men that try to say, oh yeah, we cool. That's my girl, la 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 la. That is crazy. Watch this.
Of the show, and we're here to chat. But I want to know why you did that. If it's true, if this is really you, I do want to know why you did that. But she's just replaying what Ace is saying. I just want to say this because I'm paying attention to something. Ace is looking more and more like a lying ass piece of shit. And I'm saying that because I was holding off my personal opinions to just review it and stay neutral, not give an opinion.
Wait, y'all. Okay, so originally, the reason I clicked this part is because he popped up in the comment section and he said, I'm the person who dropped the video of Kittie. So she popped it up on the screen and she said, oh yeah, if this really you, come show us who you are. Come talk about it. Why you do that to your friend? But now she's talking about Ace. I'm gonna fast forward. I'm gonna fast forward. Let me see. I think this is where she about to let him up.
I don't want any type of funny business. If you're backstage. Thank you. Okay, I'll bring you up first since you got on camera and you waved your hand. You can go back off. Hello.
How you doing? I've been watching your page here lately.
Really? Oh, nice to come up. You enjoy yourself?
Yeah. You.
Pause. Y'all, can y'all see this down here? This is the guy that's up on the stage right now. He said, Kittie cool. I needed to send her a message. So I aired her shit out. I resurfaced this clip that was from years ago because I needed to send her a message. But Kittie cool. What? Excuse you? Sir, we'll never be cool. And clearly y'all weren't cool. And that's why you needed to send her a message online. Weird ass.
You are on top of it. You seem like you're very you do your research. I'll say that much.
Yeah, you said you dropped the video of Kittie?
Mm-hmm. The one y'all saw at the end?
The eating ass?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what happened? How did we get to that part? Like where you dropped the video?
That video, we did that video in 2020. Right. That was my first time ever meeting her. And I like to say that I had something to do with the transition of who she is today.
Flag on the play. Pause. All of that. Okay, so they recorded this video in 2020. That's COVID time. Anybody that was around in America during that time, everybody's on lockdown. Everybody's going crazy because we can't interact with other people. So that's when they started doing things like this. And I think that's when I don't fuck with Tory Lanez, but that's when he started having his lives and people were coming over there to do stuff. It's just people were trying to find some type of community. So this was 2020 when she recorded that video with him. And now 2025, he resurfaced that clip 5 years later. Sir, you better explain. Explain, nigga.
Right. I kind of like taught her about like, these conversations because she wasn't doing stuff like this, trying to heal people. She wasn't talking about the God stuff. Not saying that she wasn't a Christian or anything, because she would like she's always been a good person, but she just had she had a wild side. I just want people to know who my friend is, meaning she's really a down to earth person.
Y'all got to listen to the language he's using. I want people to know who my friend is. So I aired this conversation so y'all wouldn't think that she was a sweet person that is Christian and godly. I want y'all to see this other side of her that she isn't showing anymore. I want y'all to see this, and this is my friend. Y'all got to be careful who you call friend, because this is not a friend. This is exactly, this is evil. This is evil. What did she do to you that you felt like you needed to air her out? What did she do? She better have slept with your father and your best friend and cut your baby. Like, what the hell did she do?
She's really not that stern person that you see on stage. She's really like your homegirl, but she's putting on this. There's two characters. You have Kitty, and then you have Michelet. Y'all get Kitty. I met Michelet.
Okay.
So um somewhere along the lines when she started getting her clout, what I'm saying, blowing up on TikTok, there started to become a disconnect. Don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Um, but then you know, she had some things to say about my character behind my back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying she didn't have the decency to have a conversation with me. You know what I'm saying? To let me know, like, if we were building this together, and my thing is, this is my lane. My lane is tell people the God honest truth, show you who you really are or what you're trying to portray. You know what I'm saying? And heal. I'm a mental health aide in real life.
Tell people the God honest truth. God, the God honest truth. And you a mental health professional in real life, a mental health professional, and you decided I'm gonna air out my friend online because she got clout and she forgot about me. You ain't give a fuck about her mental health when you did that. What am I missing? I must be missing something. She must have did something to this man for him to feel like, oh yeah, even as a mental health professional, even as somebody that knows that this could affect her emotionally and mentally, I'm going to air this out anyway. She must have did something to him. Let's listen. She did something to him, clearly.
You know what I'm saying? So I care about a person's mental. I don't care about all that extra. Oh, you a side chick and you this and you know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. If you want to truly heal somebody, you gotta tell them the uncomfortable truth. And all I did was resurface the old video because I'm getting into the reacting game now. That's why I said I've been watching you because I see how you're doing your reaction and stuff. And so my homegirl, she was like, you know what? Kittie's kind of buzzing, and you know her. Why don't you react to y'all old content? And that's exactly what I did before all this came out.
Did y'all see a reaction? Did y'all see him reacting to her old content? Or maybe that's where Keita got it from. She saw him reacting to their old content and she was like, "Oh, this is unflattering. Let me clip this part and put this at the end of my stuff so that I can get more views because people are going to come seeing what the heck is Kittie talking about." Meanwhile, she ain't talked about that since. We just been going through these clicking through her um that I work for situation, and we did not see anywhere in there where she continued to explain why she had to show that clip of her sexual preferences. I'll say that. So, for whatever reason, he decided he's going to get into the content game, the reaction game. And the way he's going to start his reaction is by airing out his friend. And whatever girlfriend told you to do that, she is not your friend. She is not your friend. She set you up. That's crazy.
On my TikTok, I've been putting stuff out on my TikTok about who she is. But my page ain't that big. So
just to ask some questions because you said a lot. Thank you for coming.
Okay, so he been putting this stuff out on his TikTok. Whoever he is on TikTok, sorry to this man. I don't know this man. So fine. You've been putting this stuff out on TikTok. You weren't getting the traction over there. Kita finally got you the traction that you're looking for because she took a clip from your exposure. And now you feeling the need to jump up here on Lucky's panel and tell her about how you friends with this girl and you telling all her business. If you think that you're going to get somebody close to you in the future to work with you and do these things with you and be honest with you, you've lost your mind. You've lost your mind because you did this out of spite. There's nothing you saying on here. I ain't heard nothing yet for why you did this to this woman, why you aired her business out, why you made her look this way.
Transparency. So if you watch me, I like transparency.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a question. So you said you put this video out. Did you put this video out after she was on tonight's conversation?
I resurfaced it after she was on tonight's conversation.
Okay, so your resurface, can you this for the audience. Does that mean it was already posted and you just reposted it?
Yeah, it was on my Facebook page. Like I said, we did it like in May of 2020. She hit me up to have a conversation about it because that's what I do. Like I be on Facebook Live. I have conversations like all types of topics. And she came through. She saw me doing what I was doing. She invited me to,
What
do
made
video.
you do that though? Just in all honesty, because I hear you saying it, but to be a mental health advocate, I have to think that to post something out where you see somebody has changed their life or just have a different approach and it has to do with nothing. I'm just kind of curious. You didn't consider how her mental health would be taken at everybody who did not see the video like us, because it's going to be
The internet is a cruel place.
right. So I'm just saying, to be a mental health advocate, I'm just kind of curious as to why would you add to her mental health in a negative way?
You think it was in a negative way?
See, this is disingenuous. Where Ali at? This is some disingenuous shit. You just said the internet is a cruel place for why you put it out there. Then you said, yeah, but why did you try to negatively affect her mental health as a mental health advocate? And this man gonna say, oh, you think it was negative? Are we at the same place? Are we listening to the same thing? Are we watching the same clips? Like, what are you even talking about? That makes no sense at all. You knew what you did was shisty. You knew that it would make you look bad, I hope. And I think you were hoping that it would make her look worse. Because you're going to look like a messy little bitch for putting this out there and then coming, hey, I was the one that did it. Fine, you looking like a messy little bitch. But then you fast forward, you want her to look worse. Now you look worse than her. Because you claiming that she's your friend and you claiming that you had nothing but good intentions for her, but you did this. You could have you said it was a 2-hour long interview. Why did you take that clip to resurface of that 2 hours? Was she not talking sexually enough in the other part? So you were like, oh yeah, this isn't the part that's going to get the clicks and views. This is the part. So at your friend's expense, you decided to air her out. If you don't get the fuck out of here, I cannot stand people like this. And then you want to throw rocks and hide your hands. I cannot stand that either. Stand in your shit. Yeah, I was mad. I was feeling some type of way because she stopped fucking with me and she didn't give me a conversation. So I decided I was going to air that part out. I was just being messy and petty. Boom, the end. I'd be like, yep, that's exactly what you were being. But I can't say you fake as hell, you lying, like I feel right now. Because that's a lie. You didn't do this for any reason but to be messy and petty because she stopped fucking with you years ago. Weird ass nigga.
Do you think she would take this well?
I didn't think she would.
So you posted it knowing she wouldn't take it well?
Yeah.
So you don't like her?
No, I love her. That's my sister. But
Look at Lucky Face. Look at Lucky Face. We have the same thing. I love her. No, that's my sister, sissy. I would never do this to you, but you already know that. I would never do this to you. That's my sister. This is nasty work. This man has lost his goddamn mind talking about that's my sister. What? I already know Lucky about to rip his ass up. Let's watch.
But I
So
want her to
you,
live in. I want her to live in her truth. Stop telling people what to do and show them the path.
but what makes you?
It
You're
humanized
serious.
her.
We
It humanized her. You see how people coming out like this? Not like people do things. You know what I'm saying? People
so
act
wait.
like.
So, so wait. Just just because I'm as a woman, I don't think nobody here took it as a love thing to put out
No,
something like that.
love doesn't necessarily. I'm always do something that you
That
think is nice
but
or
that was
that you
me.
like. You think
That
it
was
was mean?
that
But
was me.
nobody,
That was me getting her.
but nobody told her it was mean when she was doing it.
So your point is you was so the video was not like a private video. This was like
No,
something
this
y'all
was
recorded.
we were both
Okay.
on Facebook
Okay.
Live. She was getting into learning how to do these.
Oh, sir. Nice try. So you're saying, oh, yeah, she straight up called it mean because that's exactly what it was. It was mean. You were trying to tear her down when you saw she was climbing and she was getting the clout, like you were saying. You tried to tear her down by sharing that clip. But then you're going to try to make it seem like you don't understand. Oh, it wasn't mean when she was saying it. No, this was years ago. Usually, when somebody has growth, that takes time to do. Real growth. You can't just wake up the next day and you're a completely changed person. That takes time. So she took these years, 5 years since that clip to be a better person, a person that other people want to be like, want to listen to, want to get information from. She took that time to grow into this person, and you basically trying to act like you made her when you just admitted that the last time you were fucking with her was back when she was this person. She was trying to be this type of person. Now that she's nowhere near that, she don't want to be nowhere near your ass. I wonder why. I wonder. Fucking weird. These men are weird.
These conversations, right? I was already doing it. If I'm telling you, if you go to my Facebook, that's where
I kind of
I've
get what
been doing
you're
it.
saying. And so
And
she was in her comfort and she
mhm.
wanted to express what she liked sexually. Was that
And
you sitting next to her?
I didn't even know that's what the topic was going to be about. As you can see, I'm in regular clothes and she's in lingerie. If it was
I was gonna say
planned,
that's you in the video.
yes,
Okay. So so that was in it. So you resurfaced it. So since the situation, like how do you feel now seeing because I know I made jokes about it because it was
hmm
shocker to me and Kitty was one of my favorites up there because I love the stuff that she's saying. It doesn't take away from things that she's saying. But I do want to just kind of ask like what was the reason for you said you resurfaced the video so because you felt like whatever she was saying on the panel was not her being her real self? Are you
correct.
saying like her opinions on the panel is not really what you know her to think?
It's artificial a little bit. Some of it's real, some of it's artificial. Um, Again, I resurfaced it because people got a weird way of when they don't want a person in their life. And I'm not saying that, like I said, I don't know why she stopped talking to me.
Mhm.
It was the last time I had talked to Kitty. We went downtown, had something to eat. It wasn't a bad meetup, and she left, and I didn't hear nothing else. And I seen her on TikTok one time. I was like, "What's up, sis?" Totally like ignored me. I'm like, "Dang, why she playing me to the left?" Knowing what I know, what
Well,
I know.
There it is. Why she playing me to the left? Knowing that I know who she really is, why she ain't speaking to me? It's all about her cutting this man off. Beware, beware, beware. These niggas with a broken heart. Because this man is clearly brokenhearted. This man clearly has lost his mind. He's saying some people have a way of moving on. So since she moved on without me and she didn't even give me a conversation, weirdo, she didn't even give me a conversation. Oh, I gotta get her back. I gotta find a way to get to her. And that's why he said in the beginning, he said, I was just trying to get a message, or I was trying to send a message to Kittie. But we cool, we good. If you don't get the fuck, I hope she sues you if you do anything extra. Anything to her, anything slanderous, anything defaming, I hope she sues the hell out of your ass. And then you're gonna come back, oh, you guys, I used to be her friend and she's suing me now. You know she's suing me. I'm gonna be like, yeah, nigga, I know she's suing you, and I'm glad she is, because you've lost your mind. You're weird. You're weird as hell. You sitting up here talking about some, oh yeah, when people move on, sometimes people move on without you. And you know what you're supposed to do? Go your own way. You don't need them. Clearly, you think you need Kittie. That's why you're trying to live off of her. That's weird as hell. I started this long time ago. Still, nobody knows who the fuck I am. Sir, it's jealousy.
You know, sometimes you may represent a past. So there's some people in my past I was cool with. I had a
But
video
if I
out where I was
never
talking
crossed
about,
you, but if I never crossed you and I showed you some things, you know what I'm saying? Why
yeah.
would you turn your back on me? If I never did anything wrong to you, all I did was look out for you.
Woe is me. Woe is me. Exactly. What are you laughing at, you, sir? If I ain't do nothing to you, why you cut me off? Why you say fuck me for? In my 50 Cent voice, why you gotta say fuck me for? Sir, you look crazy. This isn't even an ex-girlfriend. She did a show with you and you acting like you a scorned lover. What sense does that even make? You a grown-ass man. You should feel embarrassed. This is really embarrassing.
And even if you did want to cross me out of your past, why couldn't there have been a conversation? Why did it have to be act like you don't know me? And now when I resurface and show that I know you, now I get cease and desist letters. I'm getting death threats from her family members. I'm getting all this other stuff. And I'm like, whatever. I'll post that on the internet too.
So will you be, so her family, I mean, you gotta understand, let's be honest.
I don't care about nobody's feelings. God don't care about your feelings.
You know I am. I'm not judging you. We shoot the shit. Okay? So let's just shoot the shit for a second.
Yes,
if it's my sister, and I see my sister on a platform where she's thriving, she's growing, she's doing stuff, right? And this was the conversation she had. Like you said, the video where she said that to sit next to you about eating ass and shit like this. That was when she was getting started.
And mind you, that's a 2-hour long video.
You got the 2-hour video?
It's on my Facebook page. It's a 2-hour. It's already.
Yeah, this 2-hour long video from when she first started, like Lucky was telling you, stay on the subject. You resurfaced this clip from years and years ago to do what, sir? Don't try to deflect.
I'm never taking it down.
Take it down.
For what? It's content. You want me to tell you why I say I'm never taking it down? Because people.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
You can.
No, go ahead. This is fun. This is fun.
Yeah. So my thing is, right, if this is my family member and I have someone here that someone who's trying to pretty much do a smear campaign, or they're doing something that is becoming a smear campaign, and they're upset because this person no longer is talking to my sister, I want to beat your ass too. You know what I'm saying? As her brother or whoever, because I see my sister hurt. I see my sister in a different light. And if your reason is like, I need you to live in your truth. Now, you know, us as the audience is going to ask you, are you saying from your experience, or just from what you know, because we don't know, just from what you're saying, are you saying that you feel like from the Kittie that you knew and the Kittie that you see now, you think that what she's saying is her pandering, or her just trying to be something different? What is it that making you not believe that this is who she is versus when y'all
let me ask you, how long have you been following her or known about her?
I've probably been following Kittie since, well, only reason why I watched tonight's conversation is because of Trill.
He's a target too. I'm gonna expose him too, but that'll be later.
Okay, so we don't expose
he just seemed like a gossip girl. Like now she mentioned Trill. She was only watching it because Trill was on there. And shout out to Trill because he's a unproblematic king too. I don't want to hear shit about Trill. But he said, "Oh yeah." As soon as she mentioned his name, oh yeah, I'm expose Trill too. Expose what? For what? If you want to be known as the messy little bitch, you are well on your path. You well on your way to be known as a gossip girl. A gossip girl. You a grown ass man. Now you want to expose Trill? What did he do? Well, clearly nobody has to do shit to you because Kittie, you've already explained she didn't do shit to you. She just stopped talking to you. She stopped giving you attention, and that was enough for you to feel like you needed to air her out. So whatever you know about Trill, I hope he gets ready because you just gonna drop it just because you want some attention.
Real on that shit.
Okay. I don't like anybody that don't tell the whole truth. He's a panderer too. He talks real slow like Malcolm X and make you feel good. He was a hoe. He admits to being a hoe. Like
Okay,
why y'all acting?
let's stop. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
my bad.
Hold
He
on.
he
Hold on.
admits to
Hold on.
being
Hold on, because there's a loyalty line.
okay.
Okay, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
So, because this is a thing too. Because I'm a person. Let me tell you why this is a little triggering for me. Somebody went around the internet trying to say a conversation I had about pegging in the past, right?
Shit.
Being in a gay lifestyle.
Shout out to Peg the Stallion two times. Peg Bundy in the house. I remember the Unpeggables were feeling some type of way about her pegging. And they just started pushing that shit everywhere. That is so funny.
All right, I
Uh-huh.
own my shit. But a person today, when you're a mother, when you're a different person today, that's who you used to be. It seemed like fuck shit when somebody comes back and they try to throw it back to say,
Mhm.
this person, look at this person now. It seemed like some hater shit, especially being a content creator. It seems like, so what? Yes, Trill talked about certain things in his past. So what? She talked about certain stuff in her past. Who are people now? Are people not allowed to evolve? Are people not
Mhm.
allowed to show up differently? And it kind of put it in stand, especially in our community, where we need people in our community to speak from a standpoint of where they were and where
Mhm.
they're going, because it inspires more of us to not be ashamed of the things that we may have done. It inspires us to actually be the thing to say, yep, this was me too. And I can talk this way because I'm here now. And it's like some people that we cut off from that
Mhm.
lifestyle needs to be cut off. If the people cut off come back and they want to keep reminding it, it's like, okay, now new levels, new devils. I have to actually work harder because now the person that I am interrupts the energy to where there's new people who don't like me. So now, and I also have to combat with my past who's fighting with the new people who don't like me. So now I'm just one person. And I have to ask, what is the goal to say, okay, I see tonight's conversation. I know this person did this in that past. I know this person did this in their past. Let me show y'all who they really are. That's not who they are. That's who they were.
No, no,
Who they
no,
know.
no. They're
So,
selling a false image of leadership.
so you feel like this needs to happen
This
because
this
we're
has to
sick of.
happen. This
Okay,
has
I'm
to
gonna talk
happen.
to the audience. Let people,
And
say what.
this is what I mean by it has to happen. Like before Keita even dropped all this stuff, Kitty had an opportunity to just have a conversation. She sent people to me. She sent her husband. She sent all these people to me. She sent me a message, then blocked me. Now on her, if you watch her podcast that she just dropped, responding to all this, she tells you that she inboxed me, but she didn't have a conversation. This could have been all.
Sir, you thirsty? You need some water? You really parched over there. So her husband reached out to you because you were being a shady little bitch. And he decided he was going to check you. And she reached out to you because you were being a little shady little bitch. And you're feeling some type of way because she didn't want to have a full blown conversation with some guy that she hasn't talked to in 5 years about some shit 5 years ago about why she stopped fucking with you. So you feeling so hurt, so in your feelings. You had to do this. This had to happen. Like He said, this has nothing to do with the present. Not one thing. You want it to be relevant. You wanted some clout. You wanted something to talk about. You wanted people to be talking about you. And to this day, Mr. Underrated, you are still unknown. Damn. You are still unknown. You did all this messy stuff to try to get some attention, to try to be known, and you are still unknown. You've been doing this for years and years and years, says you, and you are still unknown, still underrated. If you don't get the fuck out of here, if you don't get your ass on, Lucky is so patient. She's so pretty. Look at her pretty ass. Just sitting there patiently waiting with this man. Because I would have been like, bye, sir.
Resolve with a conversation because something in my soul told me that something was about to happen. So most of my hashtag was, I gave you your wings. Can you fly through turbulence? That's it, because there was something that she was missing.
I gave you your wings. Can you fly through turbulence? In my mind, it sounds like he's trying to say he made her. He's trying to say he made her who she is, even though he admits that she's nothing like what he met her as. How can you say you made her who she is? You gave her wings if she isn't using those wings. What are you even talking about? This man has lost his mind. It's an overinflated self-importance for me.
I stood by her through that whole dark time. I'm the one that red pilled her. I'm the one that put her on the Kevin Samuels and told her, I'm the one that told her in that same video, you're going to be a wife. You're not confident in talking like this. You're going to be a wife. I've always spoke highly into her, even when she didn't see it in herself. And to just totally, like, she made it seem like I was the annoying friend when she called me. She came to me. And so for
y'all peep that? He said she made it seem like I was the annoying friend. That's what you giving. You're the annoying friend now. Even if you weren't then, you definitely giving it now. Attention seeking ass friend now.
So think about it like this.
Do you feel like it hurt your feelings?
That's not a bad thing. No, I'm a very honest person. At the time when she did it, it did hurt my feelings. But as a man, I was going through a whole, like, my dark path. It wasn't even dark. It was when I started stepping into the light, when I started becoming more of who I am in 2021. Me and her stopped talking in 2022. That was the last meeting. But she had all these boyfriends between the time that I was sitting here listening to her and giving her advice on like how to.
What the fuck does all these boyfriends in between the time have to do with you airing this woman out? You were listening to her. You were being a listening ear like a friend is supposed to be. They don't have no awards for that. What you looking for? A pat on the back? What do you want from her that she didn't give you in the moment? I'm sure when you were giving her that advice, she said thank you. Or even if she didn't appreciate your advice, she still listened to your advice. So you coming back now to say, oh, she had all these boyfriends, like that doesn't mean anything. She's fine. Look at her. She's a very gorgeous woman. Of course she had boyfriends. You taught us nothing. You told us nothing new. She had all these boyfriends since then, and she was crying to me, and I was listening like a friend is supposed to, but now I feel scorned. She ain't give me no pussy. Just say that. Just say that's why.
Move or whatever. After that, man, the internet slaughtered me because I was doing my content. And when you look around and you see no friends there, you don't see nobody that you've been in everybody's corner and you don't see nobody. God makes you rely on him. He makes you care only about him because he'll take everything from you. So I'm seeing people who I've given this game to, just they thrive, and there's nothing wrong with that. But they ain't never had no real life scrutiny. And I ain't saying I was trying to cause the scrutiny, because I didn't know nothing about what was going on tonight's conversation on the back end. I just had my own agenda. She says it. He has his own agenda, because it's not about no money. It ain't about nothing. It's about the actual relationship. See, they be on there talking about relationships, but they don't talk about all relationships. And that's friendships, the relationships with your parents and your kids.
Sir, sir, this all could have been summed up with hurt people hurt people. That's a summary of this story. Hurt people hurt people. He's feeling some type of way. He's feeling hurt because she moved on and she took off. High key, she took off without him. If she would have fell on her face, he would have been smiling. He would have been happy at her downfall. But since she took off and people actually liked what she had to say, now he's just scorned. A not lover, scorned. A brother, because she said she's his sister. A brother scorned. Be careful who you call your friend, your brother, your sister, yeah, anything. It's a crazy world we live in.
Stay on top of that.
Wouldn't that be what their conversation is? Like, if you think, like, I'm just one of those people. I don't think, like, I hate when people come to my channel and they try to tell me what to talk about. That's why I keep the conversation open. I allow my audience to disagree with me. Sometimes they can disagree with me the whole live. Like, lucky you tripping, shut up. And I like that environment because it keeps us authentic. It makes it seem like we can be different and still be cool and still be a community. So that's why I'm allowing you to feel how you feel. You subscribe. That I wouldn't be myself. But I guess I would just say, like, whatever, if Kittie is aware of whatever issue you have with her and she's allowing it, I'm for it. I guess I just kind of stand because I don't know what would they have to do with the other people on the platform that you.
Oh no, I just want to debate them.
Right. And then also, if the platform is about relationship, why do we have to talk about friendship? You can create your own environment to talk about.
Well, because in a relationship, your mate should be your friend.
Right. But I'm just saying.
Sir, did you want that to be your position? Is that why you mad? Is that the real reason why you mad? Because you didn't get to elevate from friend to lover? Is that where we're at? Because that's all I'm hearing. I'm sorry, guys. I don't hear anything but I'm jealous, I'm jealous, I'm jealous, I'm jealous, I'm jealous, I'm jealous. I'm a jealous ass man. I'm jealous, I'm jealous. That's all I'm hearing. There's nothing of value other than he's a jealous ass man. That is crazy. This man is sitting up here. She's trying to break it down to him for why he's fucked up. And he is not hearing it. He is not catching it. Lucky you. She always want to save these niggas. You cannot save these niggas. They want to be who they are.
And I believe they all speak to their own perspective.
Why they don't promote not having sex before married? Why they don't promote that?
So you saying all the episodes, the guests that they have on there never spoke about abstinence?
Dr. Brian ain't no real doctor. People listen to her. Ace is a mini Derek Jackson, as you didn't.
He didn't even answer the question. He just jumped on Dr. Brian, no real doctor. Like, dang, what does that have to do? Anybody can get it, is what he's showing. He is just popping off. Dr. Brian, no real doctor. Ace is a little fake ass nigga. And Kittie, she's fraudulent. She's only showing you part of who she is. He's just ready to tell it all. I got some tea on Trill too. He is a clout chaser. This is clout chasing at the highest level.
I already saw, and they pointed out. They're pandering to. They pander to women because women are going to be the one that's going to pay. Women are always going to pay. And Ace, all like you heard Keita say, he used Kittie's clips for everything, and the clips that he chooses to use is the ones where it looks like she's going in on a woman, and can't nobody, like, the woman can't respond the way she wants to. And now, mind you, I've never been to the show, but listen to Kittie explain it. Like I said, I listen to it. Like, I still support. I still like, share. I do all that stuff. I haven't said nothing. They just don't like that I posted the video, and that's cool. Because I'll never talk about nothing that we talked about personally. I only say what she's put on the internet.
Publicly. I got you. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Okay. So the thing is, like, she said that they wouldn't show the whole clip. They only show that small little clip. And honestly, I understood that. I was like, okay, because it looked bad. That it kind of looked bad, but it looked fire to somebody who's on her team Kittie. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool, but it's never like, this is not malicious. It's like Kittie is going to step into a whole new life.
So you coming for other people who you don't know personally is not malicious?
Nah,
So would
I
you
want to
call yourself
debate
like a
I want to
revolutionary?
debate their points.
So you want to debate Trill?
I'll debate any one of them niggas that's sitting on that panel.
Why you can't do it the right way? Why would you have to try to
What's the right way?
Like a person who has, if you position yourself and you said you make content,
To get you position yourself.
I'm saying don't make it so messy. How about approach it like a
Who said
man?
it's messy? Everything is perception. Everything is perception.
Sir, read the room. Who said it's messy? We all sitting here in the mess like, whoa, and you keep pouring more mess. You're just throwing more mess on the ground, throwing it, hoping that it just piles up into something. All these people you've named have not done anything to scorn you. Yet here you are, ready to air them out too. This isn't malicious. God dang, this man is not, you are not aware. You're not self-aware. You're not aware of what you're causing, clearly.
Perception based.
You just said, if I go on a whim and somebody I know, and I just said, you know what, I just know stuff about this person and I feel like they're being fake. Let me just go show everything that I know.
So you're missing. You're still missing it. I'm telling you that from my stand, when I researched that video, it was directly to Kittie. I even tagged her in it.
I'm not talking about Kittie. I'm talking about when you just said Trill 2 and he is such and such.
Oh yeah, because some men can read through other men's bullshit.
But listen to what I'm saying personally. It could be people listening to you right now that may read through your bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Probably.
It could be people listening.
We reading through your bullshit right now. We reading through your bullshit right now. But sir, answer the questions. She's coming with valid questions. Just answer them. You feeling real targeted because, sir, you looking crazy.
So I'm just saying, in all honesty, if you don't know the person and you want to debate them, don't you think it's kind of messy to try to come a messy approach to get attention instead of elevating your value or elevating your presence in the space, should I say, enough to be in the same room with somebody on the same platform to challenge them like a respectful man off of their points, not bring up stuff from their past, because then you open the door. It just makes it a messy
I don't know his
situation.
past. I just want to.
It doesn't seem like anything that is adding more to solutions in a community, especially a person who says you're a mental health advocate. That means people come to you because they trust you to know how to rationalize emotions and to be a person who is acting out of an emotion or doing something where you're saying, I'm just challenging this person because I think that they're being a fraud. That's your thought. It's nothing that is happening. It's nothing that is going out. You don't know this person. You have a problem with the show. Talk about the show. Give a viewpoint with the show. When you start trying to make it messy, it's kind of like,
why do you think it's messy?
Because to try to expose, anytime when you expose.
When I say, okay, see, expose don't necessarily have to be pulling out someone's skeletons.
You just said Trill. You just said
I don't know. Listen. Okay. Go ahead. I said I want to get at him too because I feel like I can expose him for being something he's not. I said
I can back and forth. You can expose him.
We can have someone ask a question, a relationship question, and I will poke holes through everything that he's talking about. I'm telling you, this is something that I've been doing since 2013.
Sir, you've been doing this since 2013 and don't nobody know who the fuck you are. No one cares who you are. And you've been doing this since 2013. Hang it up. Flat screen in my Nicki Minaj voice. Hang that shit up. You have failed. Nobody knows you. Nobody wants to know you, especially not after this. Like, ugh. What? There's nothing more unattractive than a messy ass man, a gossip ass girl that's supposed to be a man. That is not attractive. Nothing more unattractive than this man.
I've been doing this since 2013. Fatherhood, being engaged, losing relationships. I'm telling you, I caused my own heartbreak in real life. Some of y'all.
Is he an engagement queen, y'all? been engaged. I lost the love of my life. He an engagement queen.
And never cause yourself your own heartbreak. So I know about triggers. And so when I say about, man, my gift is I can trigger anybody because I say the most uncomfortable things. I'll say that's a gift because God don't care about how you feel. He just wants you to do the right thing.
I'm so sick of this God. Every time he do something wrong, God. You quick to throw God in your mess. That's insane. That is this man. I love Lucky a lot for giving us this clip of this man because he sounds absolutely insane. God now you want to bring up God and all the mess and all the I want to expose. Did God say you need to expose these people for who they are? I guess it was God's plan to show y'all the lion. His Kendrick Lamar voice.
Sometimes your feelings might tell you to do something and God wants you to do something else.
You know, how long you been subscribed to my channel?
I just found out about you when this whole thing took off.
Oh.
Because so and see, this is what I'm trying to get people to understand. Sometimes the people that you attach to in your past they'll come with you in your future, not even intentionally. Everybody in my world in Dallas, they know I was attached to Kittie. I know her whole family. They know this. So when all this stuff started jumping off, I started getting inboxes about what was going on with her and Kita. So that's why I said y'all gonna have to stay tuned because it's a little well for as far as me and Kittie goes, it's a little bit deeper because she's not even the target in personal life. The target that got her tied into it is a light-skinned nigga named Frankie Solomon.
Who is Frankie Solomon?
You just gotta stay tuned and watch.
Stay tuned where? On my channel?
When I drop the video, I'll let you know. But I'm just saying, Frankie Solomon has before Kittie got with the dude that she shot at, Frankie Solomon is the one that did a number on her.
This man done named about 5-6 people, y'all. This man done his promo. I guess this was his promo run, his press run. Hey, I got all the tea. I know all the stuff, all the background tea. Come to me. I'll let you know when I drop it, Lucky. So you can air my shit too. I'll never, ever, ever, ever review some shit with this man on there ever again. That's how much I'm not giving you attention that you're looking for. That's crazy. This man is insane.
So so that's why that's the reason why I became
Lucky's like, please get me out of here. Save me, baby. We're gonna save you. We're gonna save you because we're done listening to him. Y'all want to go watch the end? Because actually, watch the whole live. Because this man came up to have his little time in the light, but it's 2 hours, and when I tell you the 2 hours flew by while I was watching this, and then all of a sudden he popped up, I was like, what? It's definitely worth the watch. But y'all go over there and watch Lucky Marie's channel, and you can see everything that he had to say. But we are done with this man. We're done with him. So we're gonna see what Kita has to say on this part.
And that's why you're mad. No hate to anybody. If I'm already making 150, I don't want to keep making 50. I understand staying at a company for 45,000 years, but that's not what I like to do. I was on tour for 2 years. I was making about 150, and I decided to get another job because
a whole fucking week. And if you know me, you know that's like a record. I've been a content creator, influencer, whatever you want to call it, for a couple years now. And I've had a job. And I've went to school at the same fucking time. I still have a job. I've never stopped working.
Imagine being on tour from Friday to Sunday, working sometimes two shows each day, and then flying back home Sunday in order to be at work at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. Yeah, 4 a.m. Monday through Friday. And then Friday, after your shift ends at 10 at the radio, you hop on a plane and go to whatever city so that you can start your other job. And I didn't work 2 jobs because I have a money problem, a gambling issue, an alcohol problem, or a spending problem, or any of that. I worked 2 jobs. I never stopped working because I like money. Now, my nervous system felt safer here. I love Dallas. I love the people. I love everything about this situation, but the money wasn't moneying. I was tired. I said, okay, well, let me go to the boss. So I go and talk to Gio, and I'm like, hey, you know, contract, da da da. And he's like, everyone wants to worry about contracts. Everyone cares about contracts, but do you work? How about you do good work? I do good work. That's why I'm talking to you about a contract. He said I was something along the lines of, you're just a content creator. But I later found out why Gio didn't really want me there. I have a bachelor's degree in media, and that was my first, radio job ever, and it happened to be on the best morning show ever. So I did pretty well. I wasn't just a content creator because you wouldn't have chosen me if that were the case. But see, advice number 2. Be careful for when you stand up for what you're worth. Be careful for those people that when you do that, they try to devalue you. You aren't worth that. You think you worth that? You ain't worth that. I promise you I am, and I'm gonna show you. I said goodbye to everybody that I love, and then I started doing brand deals and made about 15,000 to 20,000 in 30 seconds to a minute. So I knew I ain't had to do that no more. I was gonna be just fine.
Why you share that, but I feel you. So a lot of times people are going to try to tell you what your worth is because they don't want you to be higher than what they can afford or what they're willing to pay. So they don't want you to think you're worth more. So they're going to do the work to tear you down. They're going to do the work to tell you you'll never get that. You lost your mind. You who you think you are? Basically, it's up to you to know who you are. It's up to you to say, you know what, you don't see my value, so I'm out of here. And that's what she did. I'm very proud of her. A lot of people will feel like, oh, damn, well, he's been in this for a long time. He knows better than me. I guess I am asking for too much. But no, she took her money and she left. She took her things and she left like she's supposed to.
I don't know what Lady J, I don't know nothing about this, and I don't know how you know. Also, Lady J was working there for like 10 plus years. So whatever she left with, she probably deserved. I wasn't finna stay no 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I said I quit K104 when Gio said there's no money in radio. They wanted to give me pennies. Gio said I was just a creator that sits in her car and talk. But that's why they hired me. LOL. I've missed LOL. I made $150 off rip with the pod, so Lady J was there 16 years, you idiot. Oops. Sorry. And as I type this, I still make more than you. I'm not trying to shit on you, but calling me stupid when we both in Dallas is wild.
Okay, so I guess the little bug on her face was because she was trying to cover up her curse words. And there's a bug down here and a bug up here, but she didn't take off the bug when she was recording the rest of it. That's why there's a bug on her face. Got it. You idiot bitch. She's so silly. Why does she gotta talk like this?
Oh, so is it like smoke, or did you just want to call me out my name while I'm going through hard times? I'm not your girl, bitch. I don't even know you. Because I don't even know you. He says, the latter, and I don't live in Dallas. And it could be smoke. Shit, I ain't tripping. I was so scared when he sent that. I was so scared. Now you mad as fuck. If I was in your position, I'd be mad too. And you definitely don't make more than me. Ooh, man. Sorry, y'all, I'm making a pizza. Okay, I said, what position? You think I'm broke? Ha! The fuck? I'm charging a nigga up that owe me money. Unfortunately, I had to crash out for him to hear me. But guess what? We close to solving everything. I don't know why bitch niggas like you think you can just talk to women. You don't know anyway. You're balding. You're not funny. And we shouldn't be speaking. So it's not smoke. I used to look at you like a businesswoman. Why? Because I had a job. You mark ass. I can see if I gave business advice. I was like one of y'all fake ass financial gurus. Make 400,000 in 40 minutes, but I never did that. If you make more money than me, then why are you talking? I don't know any rich men, and I know a lot. I don't know any rich men that would sit there and talk to a poor broke girl. I said, focus on your millions, you busted headed bitch. I'm not mad. I just gotta show people how I'm coming at them when they feel they can say stupid shit to me. But you're
But you still my boy, diabolical, evil. That's the level we trying to be evil. That's the level we trying to be on. Match that energy. You still my girl. Okay, you a bitch ass nigga, but you still my boy. How you feel? Do you feel like she your girl after that? After she said that? I don't think you should because she ain't mean it. Like you ain't mean it. They say these things and they try to say, "Oh, we cool," so you don't feel like you can go too hard at them because they didn't mean it in a negative way. Let me find a way to spin this to where it seems like it could be something out of love. There's no love there. We are not cool. You have lost your mind. He said he went in her DMs like they were friends, like they were cool, like they had dinner together and shit, and they had the kids' birthday parties and shit. You are not her friend. She don't know you. Crazy.
still my boo. Now, when he asked me to do the skit, I looked at his page and I didn't laugh, so I didn't respond. His teeth are white, so they look like they're new, but he has old breath. And if you look, and if you look right here, there's a gap because he's up. There's patches. All of it's gone, but don't worry, Calamar. I'm just like you. You must be stressed because I was. Let me show you something. This was my hair when I left working for JoJo. So I understand being bald, Calamar. My hair grew back, but I'm praying for yours. So everybody go to Calamar's shows. He works at the Improv, but you have to go early for his shows because he's probably the first comedian and not the last. A lot of you are like, wow, it seems like you're having a manic episode. I'm glad you can identify what a manic episode is. It means I'm doing my job. So I'm about to wrap up this episode, but I do want to let you guys know that my little red phone rang and Mojo Jojo's lawyer and my lawyer have been getting sticky for a couple of days now. Mojo Jojo has a very angry and mean lawyer, but so do I. He says that he might, just might, make things right, not only with me, but with the people, some of the people that he's wronged. Man, that's accountability there. I really, really appreciate that. So my next episode will be interesting. Tune in.
The next episode will be interesting. And here it is. This is the next episode. So her and her lawyer and his lawyer, Ace's lawyer, have been back and forth trying to resolve this issue that should have been resolved last May. But the crazy thing is, she has a lawyer already that would easily be able to point out the fact that the promissory note, the agreement that was between the ex-boyfriend of Kita and Ace is null and void because nobody signed it. He should have been able to take that and be like, look, give her money because clearly she didn't agree to this. She didn't agree to you paying this guy. She didn't agree to any of this because she didn't sign. He didn't sign. Nobody signed. So give her money. It should be like that. But I guess maybe she's trying to get justice for everybody involved. So she's just waiting it out to see if he's going to do more than just pay what he clearly has to pay because he ain't get no promissory note, ain't no signature, ain't no note. Sorry, sir. So this is a conversation that they had that she recorded because all I heard at first was him playing a clip of her screaming at him about pay me my money. And I'm like, Kita, baby, what is happening? But okay, this is the whole clip. She's like, oh, you want to air me out? Let's air this out.
Technically, we can't say what we're doing this for. Yeah, I like that being more of it. He was saying that what your lawyer said, and then I like it being something that is private between us that don't get out. But it doesn't benefit neither one of us to go to court about this. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it for me. The amount of money I would pay lawyers to keep watching your page and doing this and doing that, it's not fucking worth it. So what I'm saying is I didn't need an all-encompassing NDA. It was 100 just to not talk about this.
Yes, but that's the NDA.
Hold up. No, shit, if you want to keep, I don't.
So he's trying to get her to settle this out of court and just sign this NDA saying she's not going to talk about what she's talking about right now. Wait a minute. Let's just read what this says. My fellow crash outs, the last week has been the hardest of my life. What started as a way to tell my truth by showcasing my abuse and calling out my abuser, dang, she calling him an abuser, full stop, has turned into something beyond what I could have imagined. Standing up for myself has encouraged so many people to come to me, not only with their own traumas, but with similar stories related to Ace. Mojo Jojo. I gotta say it in her voice. Ace metaphor. And the people in his close circle as well. While creating my series, Who the Did I Work For? Many different women from Mojo's past and present started coming to me with their accounts of his abuse. Oh. I did not just take their word for it. I fact checked the information and proof of abuse was provided. Dang. I want, okay. I was aware of the financial abuse that Ace Metaphor inflicted on employees, exes, and friends. But what I thought was only financial abuse has turned into something far more sinister. Okay, so she's accusing him of financially abusing him and all of her and all of her coworkers and his employees and his exes and his friends. He's just financially abusing them. Like, I got the money. What you gonna do for it? I'm gonna take this money from you so you see how much you need me, basically type of energy, right? But she's saying that there is some other type of abuse that he's dealing. I wonder if she's saying that he's abusing her mentally, like emotional abuse. He's causing emotional abuse, and that's the other abuse she's trying to air out. I'm not sure. She needs to be more explicit though, because throwing that A word around will make people feel like you're defaming them. And if you don't have any proof out there, it could be easily seen as defamatory. I'm just saying. I don't know. But you said you got the proof. You might want to show the proof.
Like, look. It was 100 to talk about this, and then 250 in work. Quote unquote.
For the NDA?
No, just this specific thing.
Right, that's the NDA. That's the one that I need to sign the NDA about.
One more question.
Yeah.
What about just the 5 all this year? Like 250 now, 256 months.
So give me 500,000.
I'm gonna tell you this: if you take that money and you just put it in the stock market, in 4 years you'll probably have more.
If you take this money and put it in, sir, bye. In 4 years, sir, bye. So you're saying you're gonna pay her $250,000 now, $250,000 in 6 months, as long as she works for you? Because at first you were saying, oh, it's only 100,000 now and 250 versus of work that you have to do for me to get the rest of this 250,000. Now you're saying I'll give you 250 now and 250 later. That's $500,000 for y'all that aren't paying attention. Excuse me. That's $500,000 that he's offering her for this not to be aired out. That's what it's seeming like.
You know what I'm saying?
Nope, I don't know how to do stock markets. You don't.
No, I'm saying you'll just have it. You get what I'm saying? You'll have it. Like the idea, and this is I'm telling you from my side of it, what I would do. I would have the money.
People have been around you forever, and then other people's characters are going to start to be questioned, because my first thought was, which one of his niggas knew and sat by an abuser and continued to make money? That was my first thought when I saw it. So when I asked Mike, I'm like, did you know?
Kita, I know you have your opinions of me. All right? I know you do. And I know that there's some things that could have been done better. But when I listen to your opinions of me sometimes, it do hurt my feelings. And I'm not taking away from your hurt feelings.
No, I do be trying to hurt your feelings. You be pissing me
That
off.
don't mean that. Hold
on. Kita said, nah. I do be trying to hurt your feelings when I say the shit that I'm saying. Sometimes when I listen to what you say about me, it hurts my feelings. Even though you're saying in what you're saying about me that I hurt your feelings, it hurts my feelings, the things that you say about me after. Like, sir, now you the victim? You a victim. There we go, CSI. This is nuts.
Listen, just like things got back to you, things got back to me.
I tell them to people on purpose so that they get back to you.
You know.
So with Kittie,
I'm telling you.
I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
So I was going, of course, I was going through a breakup. So I was going through a lot. And then somebody had doxed me in January, and they shared my address. So people came to my door, knocked on my door, scared my kid. So we all like slept in the same bed together because we didn't know if people were gonna like come in. They called my phone a million times. It was scary the whole night, and like people were sending Uber Eats. People were like, "You gonna die, bitch?" Because it was around the time that I had talked shit about Nicki Minaj. So the barbs were already on me.
Y'all know the Barbs don't play. Y'all already know the Barbs, the Beehive, the Swifties, none of them play. If you got something to say, you might as well be ready to fight about it. Don't say shit about them. Don't say shit about Nicki. Don't say shit about Beyonce. Don't say shit about Taylor Swift because they ready to fight. And even these little Drake fans now, they ready to fight over Drake. It's insane. But yeah, I could believe her that the Barbs were like on her ass because they be on your ass.
So as soon as my address and phone number hit Twitter, I was cooked. So that really fucked me up. So I went ahead and I had to move. But I couldn't really afford to like do tour, help my family out, and move. But I moved anyway because I was scared because I got a son. So I told Randy that, and you know, she was like really mad about it. But then Kittie told me that, you know, she got my address. Randy got my address from Natasha. So I called Natasha. And Natasha was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to give her your address." She was like, what'd she say? She was like, I thought she had some of your merch and she wanted your address, right? But you're not supposed to give my personal information out to castmates.
Okay, so Natasha must be the assistant. She must be the assistant. We're trying to put these pieces together, y'all, while we in this live together. So Natasha must be the assistant that she said somebody doxed her, somebody aired out her address. The assistant gave the address to Randy. Did Randy air out her address? Because I'm not seeing. And then she also said that Kittie knew about it and she felt bad. So then she came and told Kita that somebody aired out her address. So the person that seems to have aired out the address is Randy. But then listening to Randy talk, she says she didn't air out anyone's address. She didn't dox anyone. That's not what she's on. So this story has a lot of holes in it, Kita. It's not making any sense.
But anyways, I let that go. Let it go. And then so me and Kittie became cool because she told me, she was like, "I got something to tell you about Randy." She's like, she leaked your address. So I just blocked Randy. I didn't even say anything. I just blocked her. I was like, I'm done. So me and Kittie became cool, very close. She told me,
wait, so her and Randy were friends. Kittie came to Kita and said, "Hey, I got something to tell you. Randy dropped your address." You didn't even think to go to your friend Randy and say, "Hey, did you do this? So and so was saying that you did this. And we cool. So I know you wouldn't do this. Tell me you didn't do this." You didn't even feel the need. You just blocked her. And this was your friend. See how all these people are friends, but they are not acting friendly? They're not acting how you would want a friend to act. That is insane. You dropped her like a bad habit because somebody said she did something. You didn't even reach out. And then Randy cool with you again. I wouldn't be cool with you. This is crazy. All of y'all are not friends. These are frenemies. If anybody's looking for an example of frenemies, that's what this is. And maybe it's because they work together, but they kind of work in a competition type of situation where you want to be the one clipped. So it's a competition between you and the person you're sitting next to. So as friendly as y'all could be, at the end of the day, your job depends on you beating your friend, basically. You being more significant than. And when you're in a situation like that, you can't see anyone as your friend because that's a dynamic that's going to throw it all off.
"You fucked her over real bad. She was struggling really bad with money. I gave her sister food. I gave, because she said her sister, I gave her food. I gave her a pantry of my food. I did a lot for her. I bought her an edible arrangement. I took her out to eat and paid for the whole thing. I did a lot." And then, you know, she snaked in the fucking worst way because you weren't supposed to know. You weren't supposed to know that we came together.
I am on my, I don't like to swear, but on everything I love. When I talked to Kittie in Dallas, she wasn't trashing any of that.
I didn't say she trashed. I said she told you what she didn't have no reason telling you.
No. She didn't. It wasn't you get what I'm saying? It was.
She already apologized for telling you what she told you.
No. Listen. No. You come back. What?
I can tell you're lying, cause when you're replying, stutter, 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 stutter. Nigga, you stuttering. You stuttering because you lying. You know she told you something that she shouldn't have told you, which is why she's already apologized to Kita. Now you're trying to clean it up because you know you being messy, running around telling people business. And that's another thing. So Six on Lucky Stream was saying that Six told him that she had a problem with Kita because she thought Kita didn't like her because Kita did a video on her and she thought it was going to be an issue. And she asked him not to bring that up to them because she didn't want it to be an issue off the rip when she walks in, right? But apparently he did that anyway and then tried to act like he didn't tell her that he wasn't going to tell them. What? He's doing the same thing with every one of these women, and that's why he's in the situation he's in right now. Being messy, pillow talking. For what?
What I'm saying is, it wasn't in an attempt to get them out. They ain't blah blah blah. It was an attempt to, hey, how?
I don't care about her. That's the reason. My son is in danger. I had to buy another motherfucking house, and that bitch is in Dallas, and I'll fuck that bitch up.
I don't want to get you upset. I don't want to get you upset.
My son, nigga. I don't play with my son.
Hey, we don't have to talk about Kittie no more.
Never again. I don't.
Pause. Y'all see this change up? So let's read what you put up here. Ace has been trying to have me sign an NDA for years to prevent all his freaky, nasty stories he tells to people to come out to the public. In a poorly planned attempt to damage my character and make me look crazy, Ace is now attempting to accuse me of extorting him. Oh, yep, that's exactly what he's doing. Yes, that was me on the recording, and yes, I did yell, scream, and curse at him. I spoke to him in the most disrespectful manner purposefully. Okay, at least she says she did it on purpose. Because after days of his continuous lies, when he initiated contact with me, I was enraged and he pushed me to my breaking point. I have tried to talk to this man respectfully, and he has disrespected me in return time and time again. So I am through being nice. Girl, I feel you. I'm done being nice. I would talk to him and anyone else in the same if they put me through what he has. Okay. In Ace's flawed extortion claim, he fails to mention it was him and his team who initially reached out to me and offered money in order to bury this particular probable story of abuse. Provable story of abuse. Okay. At this point, our lawyers got involved. My lawyer even started representing one of Ace's victims in order to not only negotiate fair compensation for myself, but fair compensation for the victims as well. That's it. Remember when I was saying, oh, they could have been into this if they could just use the promissory note that has no agreement on there. But yeah, she's trying to get justice for her and his victims of abuse, compensation for her and his victims of abuse. So that's why this isn't over yet. Victims as well, and even discussed us coming back together and having an open discussion with our audiences, deep diving into how we resolve our conflict. Okay. So that's what you put up after. Let's listen.
Person to person, Kita.
No, I'm just telling you, I don't want anything from you, Ace. I don't want anything. At first I thought you were gonna make it right. It was a whole day. I can't spend days and days on this, so I'm just gonna let it go from here. I wanted to call you and just say, I want to let you know how you've hurt people. That's all, how you've hurt me. Like a lot of people, Natasha's told her stories too. And everybody can talk about how they've left you and you've done this and you've done that and you've gotten what you are.
So he done abused Natasha too, the assistant too. Because Natasha's the one that accidentally leaked her address to Randy. We keeping up, y'all. We keeping up. So Natasha's the one that accidentally leaked Kita's address to Randy. And she's been allegedly abused by Ace Metaphor too. Okay.
Good at is meticulously doing something to somebody, whether you make them love you, and I don't see how they can, or you give them financially.
Okay, she put up another message, so we about to read the message. I am a veteran with mental illness, bipolar depression, GAD, and PTSD. I am proud mental health advocate, and my podcast is named Unmedicated and Educated. So it shouldn't be all that surprising if my response to financial, mental, emotional, and physical abuse is a little extreme. Okay, so she's a veteran. I'm a veteran. I feel you there. She has PTSD. I have PTSD, depression. Also, I feel you there. So people try to shame you, and I have ADHD. So people try to shame you with your disabilities, like you don't know who you are, like you ain't get all the places you got with your disabilities. Anyway, I feel her on that. Is a little extreme. There is so much more to the story. The drama's been going on for years, and Ace has been playing with my money in this fake setup negotiation. Fake setup negotiation for months. As you all can see, he's not the only one with audio recordings. The rest will be outlined in my upcoming projects and apparently in a court of law, because they clearly aren't ending this. Okay. To my crash outs. They did crash outs. To my crash outs. I love you and thank you for your support. To my castmates and fellow employees, I apologize if you were hurt by this, but facing abuse is often uncomfortable. Lastly, to Anthony Terrell Knowles. She said it's oh man. Anthony Terrell Knowles is Ace. I'll see you in court, bitch. That's what she said to this man. That's what she said to this man. Somebody get Keto. She is tripping.
Fucked up, right? And then they say, okay, well maybe he'll make it right. And we continuously do that because you play this like nice guy role that everyone fell in love with, like 2 million followers. You know? 2 million women are like, this is a nice guy. You are not a nice guy. I don't need you to make it right. I don't need you to give me any money. I'm not. I know Mike said I was impoverished. I guess that was a little dig because he's mad. But I gotta unfollow him too. I'm not tripping, man. I wish you the absolute best, bro. I really do.
You're gonna drop the video.
I'm gonna tell the truth. You haven't been truthful with me since I've met you, though, about anything.
No, whoa, Keita. So are we talking or not?
I can't stop crying thinking about what did happen.
Yeah. All right. So
This man don't care about nothing she's saying. All he care about is, are you gonna drop the video? Oh, so you gonna drop the video? The video? Oh, y'all might as well hit the like button. We've been up here chilling together, having a good little time. Just hit the like button. It's free. So this man is not caring about nothing she's saying. He's not caring. Even she said she's been crying, thinking about what did happen. There was this uncomfortable pause. And he said, yeah, so he ain't admitting to nothing. He ain't trying to apologize for nothing. He wants her to just not air him out because this 2 million women think he's a good man. So let's not tell. Okay.
Keita, I ain't ate since.
Me neither. I haven't eaten in 3 days. I'm so thin and pretty. I'm gorgeous. Here, stop telling me we're good. You're waste. I have to pay my all right. I'm wasting more money, bro. I had to pay my lawyer and shit. It's fine.
No. But that's so essentially so now you're willing to sign a full blown NDA.
Yeah, I do think this is deep, and then this is gonna hurt a lot of employees, and then a lot of people are gonna be like, well, I didn't see that. He do be yelling at Sam. And do the live still just to show people that you made it right, because that's all. And then with that settlement, I'm gonna get like the people that said that they were hurt by you. I'm going to help them so that they feel like they didn't just help me get everything, and then And I'm not gonna say that what you gave me or anything, but I'm gonna say he made it right. Be honest, because people think we're having sex and we're not.
I know that you have enough right now, even without her. You know that. You know that also.
Yes. I have a lot of things. You've done a lot of things to me.
No, listen. So there is no reason for me, no reason at all for me to spurn you at fucking all.
He said, I know you know all my dirt. What's up, world class? I guess. He said, I know you know all my dirt and I don't want you telling on me. So why would I tell? Why would I push you when I know you can tell on me? That's what he's saying. You guys, he's basically saying, please don't tell on me. Please. I know you got a lot of dirt on me. Please don't tell. Sign this NDA. Don't sign that NDA. Be like Aubrey. Please don't sign it. I'll give you $500 right now. Don't sign it. He's not giving us anything. Do the Aubrey O'Day because this man is playing in your face. Like he's been playing in your face for months.
Or get off my phone and let's stop this. I don't give a fuck.
Fire today. Or we have no
we
deal.
solve this by
I waited
5:30?
up until midnight last night. I'm tired. My back hurts. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. I need to work. But I'm still fucking around with your bitch ass. Now, I said we were friends, but we ain't that goddamn close until we make a motherfucking deal.
This is the part that I heard. This ending part where she cussing him smooth out. That's the part that I heard. And I was like, Kita, baby, what's the matter? But got it. He's been calling her. They've been trying to talk this out, and it ain't going anywhere. He just wants her to get tired, I think, and move on. He doesn't want to resolve it for real. He just wants her to stop talking about it.
So make it, nigga, and make the right one.
Let's just make the deal, Ace, and we can move forward, and you can get squared away, and we can get squared away, and everything can be finished. Do you think you can solve it by 5:30?
Mary,
Mm-hmm.
we got a long way to 5:30. I've been working on this all morning. Since
We'll spend more time convincing that nigga and less time talking to me. I gotta work and make videos. Thank you. I gotta do my Patreon. I got 500 new members.
Call me back at 1. All right, call me back at 1. All right, love you, Kittie.
And Pop goes.
Love you, Kita. I gotta go. I've been working on this all morning. I gotta go. Love you, Kita. The love seems to be lost, Ace. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but usually when a woman calls you a bitch ass nigga, there's no coming back from that. If she's thinking it in her mind all the time that she's been cool with you, she's thinking in her mind, oh, he's such a bitch ass nigga sometimes. When she finally lets that out of her mouth and says, oh, you're a bitch ass nigga, just know she ain't saying that and it's just nothing. She has decided that she's gonna end this relationship with you. Y'all ain't cool. She said, I've been saying we were friends, but we ain't as close as we could be. Yeah, y'all are not friends. These are clearly frenemies. Everyone mentioned in here is a frenemy. Everyone says that they're cool with each other, they're gonna work together, because I think that's the thing you have to do when you're doing content creation. It's not cool to be like me and tell people how you feel, and if you got a problem, fuck you. You can't be like that. You have to be very political. You have to be very, we have our issues, but we can work together, la 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 la. But once she starts calling you names and airing out your stuff, just know there's no coming back from that. She knew there was no coming back when she did this. She did this to end you, end y'all relationship. There is no us. Y'all are broken up. Y'all are not friends. Just so you know, just so you don't keep moving like you think y'all are, which if that's your friend, that's how you treat your friends, keep it. But yeah, this was episode 4 through 8. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about episode 4 through 8. And then let me know what y'all think about that caller that called in, Mr. Underrated. Mr. Underrated. Let me know what y'all think about him in the comments too, because he's a clout chaser to me. He's attention seeker to me. He didn't want anything with Lucky but to be up there to say, hey, I know all this stuff. I know about so-and-so. I know about so-and-so. I'm going to air them out. Watch me, please, please. He ain't have nothing valuable to say at all. And he ain't have no reason to do what he did to Kittie at all. And that's why he got the side eye from Lucky, the side eye from me, and the side eye from y'all probably. I wouldn't be surprised if y'all side eyeing this man. It was weird. It was weird activity. So let me know what you think in the comments below. And then go watch Lucky's show because that shit was so funny. And she's so honest. I love it. That's why she's my boo. Bye, you guys. Have a good day.